the camp of Jubilee House. And Mahama, President Mahama, Edin Simbi Ababetu. Now the president is saying, say, recently, who said will be Aqua Supreme Court seeking reason and interpretation of the Constitution. Say, I didn't tell you, Mahama ain't even got third term. Mahama got first term, or some second term. But the Constitution says that you can only go 2 consecutive terms. If Mahama has gone if anything, 1 term and another term apart, and don't just want to mean 2 consecutive terms. Yeah, man, you call 2028 or we need on 1 year somewhere in 2032. And no, and Mahama and some now Koswa and Kofobi Crackers. Mahama clearly knows about this. He is happy on no shade pushing the 3rd term agenda. Mind you, chairman of the National Democratic Congress, if Mahama dares it, he won't allow it. And even if you are a host of others, okay, if Mahama should ever come out say or per se or contest a 3rd term, and the party itself will not agree. So that is exactly what is really going on. But then His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Wababe make a pronouncement about this whole thing. Would he go for a 3rd term or not? He's saying one thing about this whole 3rd term thing, and he says that he's not going to talk about it again. In Sema, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or the Tuja about this whole 3rd term agenda. It is really sad, but unfortunately, he needs to actually make the stance clear.
The people of Ghana gave me a mandate for 1 term, and I am working hard to meet the promises I made them. And so I always tell my ministers, I say, let's number our days so that we can work harder to meet the promises we made the Ghanaian people. I note that people have gone to the Supreme Court seeking interpretation of the clause that governs the tenure of the president. If you ask my personal opinion, I thought that it was clear enough. I've read it over several times. It's exactly what it says, but if they want to ask the Supreme Court, that is their business. But I know that the people of Ghana gave me 1 additional term, and I'm going to work to meet the trust that they put in me. Thank you very much.
So that is the president of the Republic of Ghana laying these allegations and also these speculations to bear. Say he doesn't want to go for a 3rd term. Why? Because Ghana for CNTS and the Constitution of Ghana states clearly say 1 term only or 2 terms, and to 1 term or 2nd term. No, that is it. He does not have any more terms. Now, on this same issue, Mahama actually sent a message to Ken Ofori-Atta saying, people are saying, the government of Ghana is not really doing enough because you have a fact that a jury may sako, you have a fact a year, a friend is saying, Gofi boat ako, yabefa abuchika ako, yabefa kofi ebiri ako. The big question is, Ebani saying na yinipa ba ako pe den eba US for some den eba. That is kind of reality. Now we are learning say, or the permanent residency the amania enesa. Na eno ena John Dramani Mahama or see he has a message, simple message for a year kind of reality. Kind of reality message we in fact it is one of a plead more than a share. It is rather a pleading message more than a forceful directive coming from the President of the Republic.
Extradition or return of fugitives from justice. It's a legal process, and so you need to respect the rights of the person at the same time. And so if the person has absconded from a jurisdiction and gone into a new jurisdiction, if you want to bring him back, first you must have an extradition treaty with that country, and then secondly you must trigger a request, an application for extradition, and the person has the right to take a lawyer, go before a judge, and if he doesn't want to come, he will argue against coming, and your point 2 must be made that he's needed because he's done this and this and that. And so to go before a judge, unfortunately it won't be a Ghanaian judge, it will be an American judge, and he will decide, whether the gentleman you mentioned should be put on a plane and brought back. But the Attorney General's Department has done its best. It filed the application, There are some additional documents that were asked for that it is filing, and eventually it will all go before an American judge to make a decision. But I do believe that even by virtue of holding a position like that for many years, I mean almost till the end of the regime, you held the most sensitive position as finance minister. And at a point when your own members of parliament, 80 of them, signed an application that the president should remove you, you said something historic. You said you are like the father of children and that you can't run away and leave your children. And so if we Ghanaians are your children, we are calling you, we are begging you, Father, come back. Your children are calling you to come back, but just the act of fleeing, I mean, if you're a man of principle and you believe you've done nothing wrong, I don't see why you should flee your own country. And so we'll see what the legal regime is and how it proceeds. But whatever.
Okay, so that was His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or Pacha say maybe a tremuno a yekunufriata tamana all the MPP members, MPP MPs, a pass economy name is going to help their chances in the 2024 elections. It's no easy form no. Or the betuja so or your father of all nations, your own joining could be behind your economy na say higher not no ma fix it. Lo and behold, yaba and SEO issues are there. We don't understand certain things. We don't understand how certain monies and certain things went near the other. And ye person we want you to come and give an explanation based on all of these things. Which is a very sad thing here. The president of the Republic of Ghana said it is something which should not happen, and at the end of the day, Kunufrata should do the needful. He should come back, and at the end of the day, he should give account. For all you know, no, ABS where they born or no, a bit me defending none whole song. That way, he can keep his name, he can keep his legacy, and at the end of the day, he can juggle in between Ghana and US and do whatever he wants or whatever he likes. So that is exactly what is really going on. It is so we are looking at all of these issues. At the end of the day, we'll make sure we'll give you more updates as all of these various events continue to unfold in this particular country. Thank you so much for joining us on this particular platform. We'll do all to give you more updates on all the issues. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for watching.